Mamdani in New York had a humongous, humiliating for the incumbent victor, not the incumbent, but the establishment victory in New York. And now everybody's questioning, can that message really resonate? Can we take that message all over? I want you to listen to what Anand Hidada's response was. And then I want you to listen to the question that the host asked at the end. And I want to answer the question that she asked at the end. Check this out. We'll take it on the other side.
He's offering some great sounding policies, free healthcare or free childcare. I would love free childcare. Free buses, also
you and me
great.
both, Katie.
Oh, yeah, Ashley, yeah. Everybody would. Everybody wants things to be cheaper and better. They want their lives to not be a struggle, as you were saying a moment ago. But a lot of these ideas, are they easy to implement? I mean, you already have Governor Kathy Hochul saying she's not going to raise taxes. It's not going to happen. She's worried about people leaving the state. Is he going to be held to actually accomplishing these things that he's promised?
I mean, I think you have to start with what is possible. Katie, you and I are lucky to have traveled around the world, right? How many countries have you been to, Katie, where the things Zohran is proposing to be free are free? How many different places have you been where that is the case? So you and I may have traveled more than the average American. So we know that. We know as an empirical fact that somehow a bunch of countries less affluent than us have managed to make those things free. So I tend to not start political analysis with like, what does Governor Kathy Hochul feel? I tend to start with what is possible, right? Everyone getting their own space shuttle is not possible because I don't see it happening anywhere. But universal childcare and like free buses, I see that happening in enough places that I don't necessarily think are more dynamic or more capable than the United States, that I think, yeah, that's probably doable. That's probably a matter of what we can be led to believe. And if you can go from 0% in the polls, which was Zohran's starting point, to winning the election, winning the primary election, yeah, I think you can get free buses done. It takes political will, it takes mobilizing people, and then it takes showing up on the doorstep of your obstructionists and saying, how about them apples of all these millions of people I have behind me? That's precisely why this kind of movement politics is important, and why, you don't want these figures of the past, whether it's Andrew Cuomo or Bill Clinton, his fellow accused sexual harassers, standing up for each other and trying to prevent change. Young people across this city and across this country are actually finding the courage to believe that they deserve nice things and could have them because they're not stupid, and they see other people having them around the world, and they want to be in on the idea of a nice life.
I hear you on that. And you're right.
That simple, radical idea that won last night.
There are other people in other places who enjoy this. I mean, lots of countries in Europe enjoy this. Their taxes are a lot higher, and their social safety net is a lot stronger, and they have pensions. So the savings accounts of regular people aren't as big. They have free healthcare. It's all that stuff that goes into enabling a society like that to exist. It's kind of a wholesale rethinking of how we do things.
They also spend less money going to war.
They do spend less money going to war.
You can save a lot. You can save a lot without those B-2 bombers.
And I agree, but in order to get some of this stuff done, and don't get me wrong, I think everybody would want it, or a lot of people would want it. You're going to have to, these are policies that are difficult to pass in the current configuration for a reason. And Ashley, if Democrats are looking at what happened here in New York City, how much of it is feasible to take around the country and to use as a message for both the midterms and then for the presidential election?
The question at the end, yes, there's a reason why this hasn't worked in America, why these things haven't been able to put forth while in Scandinavia, while in Europe they've been able to do. And the reason why is simple, because we have been consistently denied access to the real voices of the people. We have been unable to go out there and give the message. We have been unable to cut loose from the corporate mantra, from the Powell memo infiltration in all aspects of our lives. Loosen the chains Loosen the chains of the mind. Loosen the chains from the corporatocracy. Loosen the chains from all these other areas, and watch how we can get to the people and start saying, demand what is yours. Demand it. Because you know what? You know who is scared of you? Those up top. That's why they spend so much to misinform you, because they are scared that if you start to think critically, you ask the question, why is it that a rich country can't afford to take care of its own, while the countries that are not as rich can do such a marvelous job of doing that? Folks, we got to wake up. Let's do it now.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.